everybody, it's me, Zach. That's Potato. And that chair under that blanket, that's Potato. And welcome back to our channel.
The narcoleptic had a heart attack. Have some sympathy. Sorry, I'm trying to find my sympathy bone. My sympathy. I'm sorry. I don't care.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I hope you're doing so well today. We are back again today because Amberlynn has uploaded a new vlog. And also, on top of that, last night spent like a little over 13 minutes answering Q&As by video on Instagram. And we're going to cover a little bit of that. We're not going to go over every single question she answered. I just have a few thoughts and notes that I want to make about it. And so I will leave some timestamps if you want to skip around or do whatever you need to do. I guess it should also be noted that Beck released another video on their YouTube channel. It didn't really have a ton of tea or anything in that. It actually, I think, was like a really authentic way for them to just talk about themselves, which I think is something that is going to maybe be missing, or has been missing is what I should say, from their channel every time that they've come back. And I hope that if they do stay on YouTube, they move towards a YouTube channel where they're exclusively, you know, talking about themselves, their life, showcasing their art, whoever, whatever, because I think the more they can continue to separate themselves from AMBERLYNN'S nonsense, the better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do hope the best for them, and it seems like in a lot of ways in their life, they're on their way to having what's best for them, and it sounds like they're also super grateful for all of the support they got on their first video. So let's get into AMBERLYNN'S time on Instagram last night before we get into the reaction to her new vlog today. It all started because I guess some folks realized that AMBERLYNN was following like a really awful Instagram account, and this is an Instagram account that was just posting like really vile, awful things. And it seems like maybe AMBERLYNN had been following this account for a while and also had recently unfollowed it, and she came on to her Instagram stories to share more about that and explain what happened with that. So I'll share her explanation here.
Hello everyone, I hope that you're having a good day. So I have been messaged that I was following an account that was posting very gross things. And if you go to my account, I only follow like 40 something people, and majority of them are celebrities or they're people that I know in my real life. That's why I follow so little people, because I don't just like random follow. That's not like what I do. And I get a lot of really nasty messages, I'm not gonna lie. And sometimes when it's like so nasty, I will click someone's profile before deleting their message and blocking them. I'll click their profile to see, what are these people like? Like, do they have a family? Are they like a normal person? And this specific profile, I remember, actually sent me a really mean, nasty message. And I was actually out with my mom when that happened. And I remember clicking their profile, and I think I accidentally clicked follow. Because I didn't even have them blocked at that point or anything. But they sent me a really gross message. The message is already deleted because on my Instagram, I don't know if it's like that for everyone, but I have like a business Instagram. So I have like a business section. I have like normal, general. I also have like hidden messages. I have like messages, requests. Like I have several different folders, and I delete, like mass delete. I'll click edit, delete all after I've read everything. I mass delete messages. So I don't even have his message anymore, but it was just like awful. So it was just like an accident follow. Like if you guys go see the people that I follow, you'll know, like I don't follow accounts like that. I don't support accounts like that. Like that's obvious, like if you know me. So I just needed to like let everyone know that that was an accident follow, and I didn't even notice it until thankfully people were pointed it out. So thank you for letting me know. They're officially unfollowed, and completely blocked. Thank you.
And I don't know. I know I'm in my era of like not giving a fuck about Amberlynn. I suppose I do see a world where like she could have possibly done that on accident, you know. We'll talk a little bit more about some of her other responses in regards to like how much time she does or doesn't spend on Instagram. Which makes me question, like, did you really not ever realize you were accidentally following this account? But you know, I suppose there's a world where she could have not known that she was following it, that she did it on accident, and she seemingly, at the very least, unfollowed it now, but good God, Amberlynn, how do you keep getting yourself into situations like this? I like just truly don't understand. So there's a few things about this that I want to cover, a few things about the questions she answered that I want to cover. So many of the questions she answered were actually related to the Instagram account she followed and her trying to prove how little time she allegedly spends on Instagram as some kind of proof that like she's not just constantly checking Instagram and she would have never seen that.
Literally, no. I can't tell you the last time I have looked at anyone's stories on here, or what is that thumbs up? I thought I only did that on FaceTime. That's so weird. I can't tell you the last time I looked at anyone's stories. I can't tell you the last time I scrolled through a feed. I literally come on here to look at my DMs and then get off. Like, that is all I do.
I feel like hell.
And all of that is just so crazy to me because she's constantly in her videos talking about how she loves going to her Instagram DMs because that's where all of her supporters are, and she's always responding to their great, supportive, positive messages. And it's just like, you can't have it both ways, girly pop. You really can't. Like, even if you're only going on there to check your DMs, you're still going to occasionally see your timeline of things that other people are posting. And her proof for not seeing stuff is that she showed some Instagram stories that hadn't been watched, which, like, spoiler alert, if you just refresh your Instagram page, like, it'll give you all brand new stories to watch at the top of your screen. So that's not really proving that she hasn't watched any. It's just proving that she hasn't watched the ones that are on the screen at the time. She also showed her Instagram thingy. That was her words, not mine. Her Instagram thingy, which seemed to just be her explore page, i.e. what Instagram thinks that she might be interested in watching or looking at. So I don't know what she thinks she was trying to prove there, but it wasn't really proving anything. And she's really fighting an uphill battle since she's the one that insists so often that all of her supporters are in her DMs on Instagram. It's like, girl, you're sitting here telling us that's where you go to see the support, and now you're trying to claim that you're never on the goddamn app. I don't get it. But another thing about the Instagram follower situation type of deal, scandal that I want to talk about is somebody reached out to her apologizing for sending it, and this was her response.
Oh my gosh, do not be sorry. I am so glad that people reached out to me about this because that's literally scared me. Genuinely scared me. And I'm glad I figured it all out. Literally, it was a crazy psycho lunatic, and that is, just for the lack of a better word, who sent me an awful message. I was with my mom at the time, and I remember reading it to her, and we were both like, let's click on the profile. I did, and then we got sidetracked. I accidentally clicked follow. Like, I have an iPhone. Like, people be clicking things. Like, have you ever, like, been, like, stalking someone's page and you accidentally like their, like, post or whatever? Yikes on bikes. So embarrassing. So it was just, like, one of those situations, but, like, at an extreme level. And, like, I'm just so grateful that people reached out to me so I can get it fixed and handled, because I'm telling you, I'm never on here. I'm like, I literally use this thing as like an email. Like, I don't post often. I don't look at people's things. I literally just use it as, like, a way of communicating.
And I don't mind that response. I think it's really reasonable. She seems really grateful that somebody pointed out that she followed this account. She seems very grateful that she had the opportunity to take down the follow and also explain what happened. And she seems really grateful for that person for coming forward and sharing it. Or so one would think, until later somebody suggests that she tries to respond to serious allegations or serious things a little bit more professionally.
You're absolutely without a doubt right. And I think that the reason why like this feels unprofessional is probably because of the devil horns, but I don't think it's an honest concern. I think that a lot of people just genuinely hate me and want to see the worst in me. If it was like a genuine concern, I probably would have went about it completely differently, but like use your head. Like genuinely use your head. I'm not that person. I will never be that person. People can hate me, think I'm a narcissist. Like, I will stay the narcissistic goddess that I am. But, like, one thing I'm not is whatever people were trying to make when they saw that I accidentally followed that account. Like, from the bottom of my heart. And we all know it. People just really want to see the bad in me. And it's hard to take people seriously when they're so biased. Like, it's hard to, like, think that that's genuine concern when it's just, like, constant 24/7. I do think that we should all come together and do our diligence and report the page. And if you ever see anything like that, like anywhere on the internet, definitely report. That's very important. Like when I was with my mom and I clicked it after seeing the awful message, like I'm pretty sure I was at bingo when it was happening. And like, I was like completely sidetracked. Like I wasn't paying attention to like what I was doing. It was just like a real quick, like intermission, like clicking on my Instagram, etc., etc. So it's like, if I would have noticed these things, like literally blocked, deleted, reported, like it would have already happened. I don't even remember their username, so I can't even say what it is. But if you go fishing and you go looking on wherever, I'm sure you can find it because people talk about me everywhere. Facebook, Reddit, forums, whatever. We need to do our diligence, all come together, use this as an opportunity to get a page like that taken down.
Now, Miss Ma'am, how are you gonna come on here and thank one of the people who sent you this information saying like, oh my gosh, why do you follow this account? And then almost immediately, like I swear to God, it was like one or two stories later on her story, almost instantly after, you're like, well, nobody genuinely cares about this. Like, it's just the haters trying to provoke me, trying to cause drama, trying to only see the bad in me, trying to blah, 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 blah. So nobody seriously cared about you? No, nobody seriously cared about you. So I guess fuck that person that you were just thanking for sending that information over to you to begin with. Like, what the fuck? And then the last thing that I found particularly interesting in her Instagram stories was one of the first questions she answered actually was if she was going to respond to Beck's video.
No, I will not speak about them. I told them that I wouldn't. Yes, I was in a chat where there was only a couple people and I was watching a reaction channel and they were talking about them. And I just responded. I wasn't really thinking because it just felt like an intimate chat where I'm able to just say a few things. But no, I don't. I do not plan on responding.
And I'm sorry, I just think that this is some bullshit. I mean, I hope for Beck's sake Amberlynn doesn't respond just because, like, I think Beck can find peace and I would love for Beck to be able to have the last word in it. But, like, this is another example of Amberlynn sitting out here saying that she's fighting fires she didn't start.
And someone messaged me recently where they were just like, girl, I feel so bad for you because you're constantly having to put out fires that you didn't start. And I was like, damn, that hit me like a truck, like a massive truck. And I'm like, that's literally how it feels a lot of the time.
When she was fully in a YouTuber's live stream talking shit about Beck. Now, Miss Ma'am, please, you've been on the internet long enough to know that even in the smallest of YouTubers' live streams, that you're still gonna have an audience, especially at this point when you've made it clear who you watch on YouTube. You've made it clear which ones you're willing to participate in their live stream chats. So when people are going to those channels, they're gonna be looking for shit you're saying. So if you're out here talking about Beck, I think it's more than reasonable for Beck to give you a response. This is that same ass manipulative ass shit that you do with everybody. You do it with every single person. You put something out there, you start some kind of nonsense, and then you get mad when they come around and tell some truths about your ass, and then you're like, well, I'm gonna be the bigger person. I'm not gonna respond. Girl, it's tired. It's tired. You started a fire, and you didn't think Beck was gonna come onto the internet and say anything, and now that fire is raging out of control. Please be serious, Amberlynn. Anyways, that's all I really have to say about her Instagram shenanigans. So, let's get into today's video, which is called What I Ate Today and Cook With Me, Bar Day 8 on semaglutide. Work, diva. How many days are we giving it? How far do we think she'll get? Also, just before anything else, let me also say she's always done What I Ate Today videos. She's always done those. She's always shown herself eating food in the thumbnail. Okay, so I'm just putting it out there that this is not necessarily content for Tommy Salami, her emotional support feeder, allegedly, okay? just so we're all on the same page. Amberlynn's always love eating on camera. It's a part of who she is. It's a part of what we do over here. Oh my gosh, all right. Let's get to, shall we?
Hey guys,
hi.
welcome to a new video. It is January 13th on a Monday, so you will be seeing
club going up on a Monday. What the fuck, Zach? What the fuck was that? Okay, keep going.
in the state twice because I'm filming 2 videos today. I'm filming 2 videos that are going to span out through the full day, and I will be changing clothes for each clip. Oh my god. I personally don't like having 2 videos back to back where the full length of both videos I'm wearing the same outfit. I don't know, it just kind of drives me crazy. So, in today's video, January 13th, with this dress, it's gonna be a What I Ate Today video, all about foods. Today is day 8 that I've been on semaglutide. I took my first shot on last Monday. Today.
Wait, this is so convoluted. It feels like she's taking people's criticism of her like being very confusing when it comes to timelines and things like that, and taking it to a whole different fucking extreme. A whole entirely different extreme. Like, it's enough for me personally if you just want to say, hey, I'm filming one video today that is going to be focused on what I eat for the day, and I'm going to do a separate video also filmed on the same day where I am doing other things with my life, you know? Like, that would be enough for me. The idea that Homegirl is going to be switching back and forth between outfits just so that we get a different like look, etc. is so fascinating to me, and or maybe makes me have more questions. Maybe makes me wonder more things about what exactly is going on. Because also at this point, this is filmed on January 13th. She's still ahead of the game with content. Still a week ahead of the game. Like, this just feels so convoluted, but I guess go off, Sister Sue. Work. Do whatever. Change your costume. I guess you're not doing a whole lot else. Let's go.
Today's Monday, so I figured we'd do a weekly weigh-in. And then in the other video that I'm filming today is just an all-day vlog, which I'll be wearing this. But I'm hungry, and I want to...
Wait, so I was correct. So she's literally just gonna change into this outfit for any time she's gonna eat, and then she's gonna change out of it. I'm so glad she has her eating costume on. I'm so glad she's got the perfect outfit for eating all day. I I just don't understand. It seems so unnecessarily convoluted. It also feels like, realistically, she could just put all of those things together in one vlog, and she could have a much longer vlog. You know? Like, that's also confusing to me as a concept. Why not just put all of it in one vlog? She's the one that's constantly coming on here and talking about how she doesn't want to dedicate her channel to, like, weight loss and weight loss topics, and she just wants it to be a part of her vlogs because that's a part of her life. Okay, well then incorporate that into whatever you're vlogging for the day. Why do a standalone video?
Eat. So, I had this last night and it was so freaking good, and I'm gonna have it again.
Oh, tacos.
So let's get into it. So
Tacos.
The things you need.
Oh, bagel.
I'm just using the Thomas brand because my girlfriend's name is Thomas. Green onions, which some people call them scallions, aka myself. Bacon and cream cheese.
Oh, wow.
So I've been hearing that people are actually cooking their bacon in the microwave from raw. So I don't feel too bad about cooking my bacon in the microwave. I do get the fully cooked thick bacon.
Are people doing that? People are cooking raw bacon in the microwave? I mean, I suppose it's a thing you could do. I mean, that's you know, this is classic AMBERLYNN comparing herself or finding examples or potentially making up stories of examples of people doing things to justify her own behavior. Even if they are doing that, AMBERLYNN, I think most people's point when it comes to, you know, the already fully cooked bacon is just that, like, there's better out there. There's better out there quality-wise, taste-wise, enjoyment-wise. I think that's all. I think that's all people really want to say. Like, if you really want to enjoy some bacon, like, get yourself some good bacon. But anyways, go off. Pop off. This is so good. Enjoy it. Love your bacon.
Prefer it. I think it tastes better. So, I'm going to put that in the microwave now. Next, I'm going to take 2 scallions, and I'm actually going to wash them under cold water. Be right back. I'm gonna cut the tips because no one wants that. And then I'm just gonna cut them. You can do it in whatever size you want. I'm telling you, this is so good. I am like, in love. I'm gonna take a plate here, get out my bagel, and I'm just gonna put cream cheese.
I am obsessed with her. With her getting so excited about the concept of cream cheese, bacon, and scallions on a bagel. Actually, y'all remember that bagel video I made where, like, AMBERLYNN tried to make it sound like I wanted to be her so bad because I was simply vlogging, when in reality my vlog was like a take on glitter and lasers going and walking 2 miles to get a bagel in New York City. Well, anyways, all of that to say, the bagel that I got, I'm pretty sure had like some kind of scallion and or bacon cream cheese on it. This is not innovative. This is not like the craziest, coolest thing that's ever happened to a bagel. It's in fact, actually, I'm pretty sure pretty common to have like a scallion cream cheese on a bagel. It's pretty common to put bacon on a bagel. Like, this isn't groundbreaking, diva.
On one side. So I'm just gonna smear it around. I hate the word smear.
Oh, yeah.
What about you guys? I also
don't have a
hate
problem
the word
with that.
spore. Oh my god. I think it's also because I know what a spore is. Freaking disgusting. Alright, I'm gonna go put this stuff in the fridge. So on the side where I put the cream cheese, I'm going to put my scallion. Oh my gosh, this is so good, you guys.
That is actually so much scallion, but work.
I highly recommend. And I don't like raw tomatoes. Like, ew, they make me gag. But if you like raw tomatoes, I also feel like a slice of raw tomato with this would be really good.
If you don't like raw tomatoes, how can you possibly recommend that to me as a concept? Why should I trust your palate? Not that raw tomatoes would be bad on this. Like, a slice of tomato probably would be fine. But I'm just like, you literally started that recommendation off by saying, ew, gross, raw tomato. But I bet it would be good on this. Girl, are you listening to yourself?
So I take my bacon and I also put it on top here. Now I'm gonna go wash my hands because they're greasy. And then there we go.
Wow.
So this is honestly super simplistic, but it has a ton of flavor.
A ton of flavor from what specifically? the bacon, I guess? Maybe the scallion?
Genuinely took me 2 seconds to make. Let's try it. Cheers. So good.
So
this literally
good.
makes me do the happy dance. And then for my morning coffee, I'm gonna have a diet cherry Coca-Cola.
Get in there.
And by the way, my nail broke off.
Oh,
Yep,
shit.
yes, it is. That's not really.
I did notice in the Instagram reels that she was missing nails. Her nails were gone, which also, by the way, look at my little shiny moo cow. And we're really click-clack moo cows that type over here now, because look, I don't know how well that's gonna focus in on them or not, but they're shiny. They're like a little chrome dip with little moo cow spots over them. Click-clack moo cows that type.
Really part of what I ate today, so I'll share that in my vlog, how that happened.
Wait, what? What about what she ate in a day that she's gonna share in the totally separate vlog where she's wearing something different?
Diet cherry Coca-Cola. And by the way, my nail broke off.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it did. That's not really part of what I ate today, so I'll share that in my vlog, how that happened.
Okay, yeah, she'll share that when she's wearing a different outfit. Stunning. Okay, cool.
Alright, I'm about to go eat this, and I'll see you guys for my next meal. Alright, you guys, it is now time for my next meal. I am making tacos. We have some heated oil here. I cut up some white onion.
Work. You know what? At least she warmed up the oil before. I watch so many girlies on Twitch do cooking stuff, and they don't heat the pan at all before they start putting stuff in. So that feels like such an improvement for Miss AMBERLYNN.
Love onion, cooked and raw on my tacos. So I'm also gonna save some raw. Mix this around a bit. Now I'm going to add ground turkey. To the ground turkey, I'm going to add pepper and garlic salt.
Okay.
And I'm gonna spend some time just breaking it down. Now I'm going to add some minced garlic.
Oh, okay. Is that considered jarlic when it comes from like a plastic container like that? Is that considered Jared garlic, or is that what do we call the plastic container garlic?
So I'm going to let this cook and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that it is cooked, I'm gonna add some of this taco seasoning here.
I love white people taco night. Honestly, truly, growing up and eating taco meat like this, I love it. I love it so much. I really do. I'm so glad we're getting this cooking tutorial.
So I never use the full pack unless I need to.
That's unfortunate.
Really, it just depends on my mood.
You should use the whole pack, especially because like you just need that strong ass flavor. I'm kind of sad she didn't use the whole pack.
I like my tacos to be cold, so I like salsa, but I don't want cold salsa on my tacos. That's just like low-key weird. So I add salsa to my taco meat, and I'm telling you, it's so good. And then also...
Does she know she can just take the salsa out of the fridge and let it come to room temperature? Is she aware that that's an option?
I add corn.
Of course she does.
So let me mix that up a bit.
Of course she does.
I'm gonna turn down the heat.
Of course she loves to add corn to stuff. Of course she's gonna add it to her taco meat. And this is also, honestly, why she should use the whole pack of stuff, especially if she's gonna add in more than just a pound of ground meat, because honestly, I think those little taco packet seasonings are like designed to be used with a pound of ground meat. Now all the words are sounding fake. All of the words are sounding fake. But I do think that they're meant for like a pound of ground meat at a time. So then if you're going to add in other things like a can of corn, like, you're gonna need more of that seasoning to go around. It's just gonna, like, dilute the seasoning.
So the corn and salsa definitely add volume. Plus it just tastes good.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were doing volume eating. That is a thing she claimed was happening. I don't know if that's still happening with semaglutide or not.
And I will be having tacos tomorrow as well, so I wanted leftovers.
Oh yeah.
I also want some spice, so I'm gonna add tapatio.
Thank God.
Now I'm gonna mix it, let all of this cook a little bit together, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, you guys, I will be having 3 tacos. I am gonna make one with you guys so you can just see how I do it. So I am using these stand and stuff shells. They're hard shells, which is what I prefer. And I put the 3 in the microwave to warm them up. So the first thing I'm gonna do is add some shredded lettuce. But I personally like to add it first because it prevents the bottom of the shell from getting like super soggy. Now
There's nothing, honestly, it would be so nitpicky for me to be upset about anything, truly. And with that being said, I'm going to be a little nitpicky, but it's just like, what I eat today has been fine. It's just like, you're literally sitting up here telling me how to do white people taco night. As if I didn't grow up doing this my whole life. As if I couldn't, like, intuitively know to put lettuce in the bottom to help prevent the shell from getting soggy. As if I ain't never played this game before. As if I have never made this meal for myself. And I guess, like, maybe her goal here is not to educate the masses. But I don't know. I think it's just the way that she's talking about it is like, oh my gosh, you guys, have you ever thought about this? Did you ever consider this? I like to do it this way. Just like, yeah, you and everybody else.
I'm going to add the meat. Oh my god, this looks and smells
so good.
Freaking good. And then I'm going to use some of this Fiesta blend cheese. Just a little bit here on top.
And some raw
onion on top. I love onion. I'm sure you guys can tell. Alright, so here are my tacos.
Yummy.
One of the shells, by the way, broke before I even microwaved them, so that's what that is.
Can you
but boy, do I make a mess when I cook. I'm telling you, I am the messiest cooker there is, and there is so much left over. I might have to, like, figure out a few meals of what I can do with this, and I'm sure I can come up with something. Alright, you guys, let's try it.
Get into it. Oh, thank God. Thank God we're getting a taste test for our white people taco night. They're so fucking good. I like using shells because not only do I prefer the crunch, I prefer the taste. And they're a lot less calorie over like regular soft tacos. And with this, I will be having a Sprite Zero. Work.
So much easier opening a can without this damn nail. Okay, guys, so
has she shown herself, am I just not remembering the past nearly 7 minutes of my life? Has she shown herself drinking any actual water today?
I'm just doing some editing and I'm craving some chocolate. I have not shied away from the fact that I am absolutely craving chocolate.
Did we not just sit and make up a grocery list trying to think of things that weren't chocolate? Did we not just make a whole big deal in a video about how you were going to try to find some things that were sweet but that were a bit healthier than chocolate? Listen, I don't give a shit either way, but this is just like flip-flop, flip-flop, flip-flop.
I have 3 of these little mini, and I'm saying mini. Like, look how tiny.
It's so dainty. It's like a dainty little chocolate bush.
And they're honestly so good. It's just milk chocolate with like this creamy milk cream stuff in the middle. Wow.
What do you know about some creamy milk stuff in the middle?
That perfectly, didn't I? And then I'm also going to have 3 of these like itty bitty
They're so little.
Milky Way.
They're so tiny and dainty. Dainty girly pops. Dainty girly pop bush. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Dainty Girly Pop Bush.
And a little
Oh.
itty bitty Snicker. I have a craving,
Uh-huh.
and I am going to have it. I've been eating a few pieces of chocolate every single night, and it hasn't derailed my weight loss at all, because in my vlog that you guys will see in 2 days, I'm doing a weekly weigh-in, and you guys are going to see how much I lost. So
I didn't mention this, but she also did a weigh-in on her Instagram story last night, and she was like 507 pounds, question mark. I'm trying to remember in my brain without looking it up. But she did do one on her Instagram stories.
I'm excited for you guys to see that, because I did weigh myself today, but I wanted my weigh-in to be part of my vlog. I'm just very, very proud of myself, because instead of eating 3 full-size candy bars in one day, I'm just having a few pieces of mini chocolates, and I am totally fine with that.
TBH, those little mini chocolates add up to at least one candy bar, if not 2. Just so we're clear, based on what she showed.
If I'm fine with that, then there's no reason to judge me for it. You judging me is just wasting your time. So,
waste your time, judgers. Waste your time. Listen, I have always said, when it comes to anything with her, well, I don't know if I've always said, but for a long time now I've said, when it comes to what she chooses to eat and put in her mouth, she's the one that has to live with the consequences of those actions, right? I don't have to. She can eat whatever she wants. That's live your truth, Diva. As long as you're happy like you say you are, then good. Live with that. I'm happy you're happy.
Really the point in that, huh? And then with my chocolate, I'm gonna have another Diet
soda.
Coke,
Perfect.
Well, not Diet Coke, but Coke Zero, but same thing. I genuinely don't know the difference between Diet Coke and Coke Zero. They taste different, but what's actually the difference? I don't know. All right, you guys, so it is time for my last little meal.
This again?
Like a meal snack type deal. So we have some...
This again? These Doritos and your cottage cheese? What happened to when she was dipping the vegetables and the cottage cheese? What happened to that, Diva? Can we go back to that? Is that a thing? I can't believe I'm asking for that. But could we ask for that? Can I put in a personal request? Can we bring back the mustard, cottage cheese, and vegetables?
Some Doritos, cottage cheese, and a string cheese. I'm apparently a cheese girl. I'm telling you, dipping your Doritos in cottage cheese.
Game changer.
It's so good. And then I also like to take a bite of string cheese. And then a bite of a Dorito.
So quirky.
Also, so good.
So good.
This definitely hits the spot for me. And then for my drink, we have a Sprite Zero.
Okay, listen, I am a soda lover. I've been known to have maybe up to 2 sodies in one day. She's on soda number 4. Okay, I know a diet soda hates to see her come in.
I do drink a lot of diet soda. I like to have a drink every single time I eat.
Have you considered
Something
water?
I need to work on is drinking more water. So that is everything that I'm going to be eating today. When I do put something else in my mouth tonight, it is definitely going to be toothpaste when I brush my teeth, and probably another Sprite Zero before bed.
When I put something else in my mouth tonight... I'm just kidding. I'm so tragically alone and single.
So I know a lot of people are going to find problems within every single thing that I ate today, but I'm letting you know this is drastically better than I have been eating.
Girl, I don't know why you're so defensive. If you're feeling so confident about how you're eating, you don't need to come on here and be defensive. You're the one that said you weren't going to be looking at the hate comments and the reaction channels and this, that, the other. Just eat your fucking cottage cheese and Doritos and keep it moving, I think.
I'm enjoying my meals while losing weight, and I feel a lot better, and that's all that matters. I hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog, or what I ate today vlog, whatever it is. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
I'll see you in 2 days when it's the same day, but you're just wearing something different, Diva. I'll see you in a couple days. It's been so nice. It's been so nice hanging out on January 13th. Can't wait to experience January 13th again with you in 2 days. All right. Anyways, I think that's all I got for today. Honestly, truly, divas, I can't think of anything else I have to say or add to this conversation. So I hope you all enjoyed hanging out with me today. If you did and you're brand new to my channel, consider subscribing down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media. I had so much fun today. I hope you did too. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!